Hello and welcome to the quiz of Spennymoor Catholic Club for November. I'll be going at a reasonable pace throughout. As usual, for those who are regulars, self-score, 2 points for a correct answer, 1 point if you are halfway right or a little bit better, no points if you are wrong. Please pause, scroll back, whatever as you require on the recording to give yourself more thinking time. There's going to be 20 pictures, 20 general knowledge questions and 20 music questions. I'm going to go straight on and go at a reasonable pace throughout. I'd just like to know, who are these? Obviously number 4 and number 9 are cartoon characters, but who are they? And who are they? Number 20 is a model. I'll give you a clue. Number 15 is a singer. The rest are all... 19 is a singer as well. Number 10 is well known for appearing initially or starring in Grey's Anatomy, for anybody who ever watched that programme. Anyway, those are the pictures. I'm going to go straight on. I'm going to be at a reasonable pace. I want to get it all done in about 20 minutes if I can. I'm going to go straight on with the questions. 4 rounds, 5 questions each. First one, the longest. What is the name of the longest mountain range on Earth? I'm not looking for anything in the Pacific or anything like that. I'm just an ordinary mountain range that you can see on planet Earth. What's the name of the longest range? Number 2. What is the name of the longest river which flows solely in England? And number 3. In which country is the world's longest fence? Number 4. Which is the UK's longest motorway? And number 5. This word, it's the longest in the English language with only one vowel in it. It's 9 letters long. It starts and ends with the letter S. What is that word? From the longest, I'm going onto TV families. Number 1. What is the name of the youngest child in The Simpsons? And number 2, going back to the Flintstones, Fred and Wilma, what was the name of their child? And from the Flintstones to Dallas, J.R. Ewing's wife, played by Larry Hagman, J.R. of course, what was the name of the wife, his wife? I'm just looking for the character's name in Dallas. And from Dallas to Bonanza, what was the name of the family in Bonanza who lived on the Ponderosa Ranch? And finally, what was the name of the eldest boy in the Walton family of TV's The Waltons? From TV families to dates, number 1, and I'm looking for a specific time, date of the month and year here. What was the exact time and date of the first armistice, the coming into being of the armistice of World War I? When did it take effect from? Number 2, and I'm looking for a date, a month and a year. What was the date and the year of the terrorist attack on the Twin Towers in New York, amongst other things? Number 3. What is the date of St. George's Day? And number 4, and I'm looking for a month and a year here. In what month and year did World War II start? Did Britain, England, the United Kingdom declare war on Germany? And number 5, what year was the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrated? And from dates, I'm going on to TV doctors. The answers are all television programmes to do with doctors. Number 1, it's a bit of a cryptic clue here. Which television doctor might you wear? And number 2, which doctor was famous for his casebook? Number 3, of which doctor might you ask a question? Of which doctor might you ask a question? And number 4, which doctor went to Gloucester? And finally, concluding this little section on questions, number 5, which doctor might you find on a subcontinent? Which doctor might you find on a subcontinent? Right, I've gone at a pace throughout simply because you can pause, etc., at your own need. Right, 20 music round, 20 questions on music. Here we go. First one. From which musical or film is this? The first 5 are all by Andre Rieu. And from that to this. What musical film was that? And what's this? So from what musical is that? And again, sticking with Andre. And what's this one? Remember, I'm looking for the name of the musical, film or theatre show. Right. What's the group singing this song? These are very popular songs. And what's this one? I'll move it on a bit. I'm looking for a group again, as I was with number 1 or number 6, whatever you want to call it. This is just a singer. And this is a singer. And who's this?
Hello, it's me.
And now on to television programme themes. What's this? Short and sweet. And what's this? Next one. What's that one? What's this? Science fiction program. And what's this one? And from TV programs to what one might call really good singers. Who's this?
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens.
se perd sur sa bouche. Voilà le portrait sans retouche.
No great shakes to say she's French. Who's this?
When I fall in love.
And who's this?
Ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling.
Moved you on a bit there.
Sing Vita Bella.
So who's that man? And who's this? I'm moving it on.
In other words, darling, kiss me.
An American ballad singer.
And
Distinctive voice. Who's this? I've moved it on.
The Dutch in old Amsterdam do it, not to mention the Finns.
Right, so that concludes the music. I've gone through it at a fast pace. I'm going to start giving the answers. I'm going to do a countdown from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you don't want to know the answers, I remember, give yourself more thinking time. Pause on your own machine, so to speak. Anyway, the 12 pictures. If anybody's get more than out of the 20, I would have thought 12, you're doing very well. These were not easy pictures by any stretch of the imagination. Number 1, it was Edward Norton. 2, Doris Day. 3, Dean Martin. 4, Dr. Hibbert from The Simpsons. 5, Ed Sheeran. 6, Christopher Lee. 7, the actress Renee Russo. 8, Pete Postlethwaite. 9, it was the comic creation in The Simpsons, that was Milhouse. Then we had Katherine Heigl, Heigl. Katherine Heigl, she's appeared in some films, but she came to prominence starring in Grey's Anatomy. Then it was Ed Harris, the actor Ed Harris. Then it was number 12 was Kevin Spacey. 13, Dick Emery. 14, the actor Dennis Quaid. 15, the singer Miley Cyrus. 16, John Goodman. 17, Ian Ogilvy. He played Simon Templar in The Return of the Saint, of course. Then it was Guy Pearce. Frankie Valli, who looks much like Sylvester Stallone, but it was Frankie Valli, the singer. And finally, it was the model Ellie Macpherson, or Elle Macpherson. From those, I'm going to go straight on to the answers of the questions. Longest mountain range, it's the Andes. The longest river solely in England, the Thames. The country where the longest fence is, it's in Australia. It's called a dingo fence. It's hundreds of miles long. It's to help protect the sheep from dingoes. Number 4, the longest motorway in the UK, it's the M6. It's about 231 miles long. It's much longer than the M1, which is only about 193. That word, which is the longest, containing only one vowel, starts and ends with the letter S. It's strengths. STRENGTHS. 9 letters, strengths. People have various strengths, don't they? From that to TV families, The Simpsons' youngest child is called Maggie. The Flintstones' child was Pebbles. GR's wife, Sue Ellen. The family in Bonanza, the Cartwrights. And the eldest son in the Waltons was John or John Boy. Dates. The first armistice took effect from 11 o'clock on the 11th of November 1918. So 11 o'clock, 11/11/18. The Twin Towers attack, 9/11 obviously, but what was the year? It was 2001, so it's so it was the 11th of September, if you do it the English way, 2001, because the Americans do it the reverse, September, then it goes 9/11, etc. St. George's Day, the 23rd of April. World War II started in September 1939, and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee was celebrated in 2012. TV doctors, what TV doctor might you wear? Doc Martin, obviously a boot. Doctor known for his casebook, Dr. Finlay. One way you might ask a question, Doctor Who. Which doctor went to Gloucester? Dr. Foster. It's a television programme called Dr. Foster, went to Gloucester, of course. And finally, and which doctor might you find on a subcontinent? Well, the Indian subcontinent, it's the Indian Doctor. It was a television programme on the BBC a few years ago. I'm going straight on to the music. Number one, the musicals I'm looking for in this first five, they're all to do with Andre Rieu, who's playing them, etc. It was Sister Act, Somewhere Over the Rainbow was The Wizard of Oz, Get Me to the Church on Time, My Fair Lady, Feed the Birds, Mary Poppins, I Don't Know How to Love Him, Jesus Christ Superstar. Then from there we went on Don't Leave Me This Way, it was the Communards, I'm looking for the singers here, Every Breath You Take, The Police, Imagine, John Lennon, Happy, Pharrell Williams, Hello, Adele, television themes, Thomas the Tank Engine, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Stargate, Atlantis, Stargate, TV science fiction programme from a few years back. 2.5 Men was Men, the programme's called 2.5 Men. Then it was Desperate Housewives. And finally, the last five, the singers, La Vie en Rose was Edith Piaf, When I Fall in Love, Nat King Cole, Amore was Dean Martin. There was excerpts from Fly Me to the Moon, but it was the silky tones really that was the distinctive bit there. Johnny Mathis, and finally Let's Do It, Let's Fall in Love, Eartha Kitt. With that concludes the quiz. Take care, good night, God bless. I hope you've done reasonably well, and I'm going to play out All Being Well with a little song, see how it goes, if we can get there. Here we go.
This is a documentary about the eye.
Well, it will do in a moment.
Stuff, hot stuff.
Please lock me away and don't
It's called A World Without Love. Peter and Gordon from 1964.
I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love.
It's a pleasant
Birds sing out of tune
little ditty.
and rain clouds hide the moon. I'm okay, here I'll stay with my loneliness. Inside where I hide with my loneliness. I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love. I don't care what they say, I won't stay in a world without love.
If you liked the quiz, my name was Ian. If you didn't like it, my name was Steve. Good night, God bless, take care.